From a rough concept in 2008 to a worldwide phenomenon, The Amazing World of Gumball has gone through radical changes. Stay until the end, because we'll uncover how this beloved blue cat not only survived cancellation scares, but also returned stronger than ever. 2008 to 2011. The origins. The Amazing World of Gumball didn't just appear overnight. Back in 2008, it began as a rough experiment under the simple title Gumball. Early sketches explored multiple directions. First a floppy-eared blue dog, then a sleek black cat, both reflecting very different tones for the character. But neither design felt quite right. The breakthrough came when the team decided to turn him into a bright blue cat, a choice that instantly gave him a unique identity and a playful, mascot-like energy. This decision, combined with the bold use of two-dimensional and three-dimensional animation layered over real-world photography, created a visual style that had never been seen before on television. By the time the show officially premiered on May 9, 2011, audiences realized they weren't just watching another cartoon. They were witnessing the birth of a series that would completely redefine what kids' animation could look like. 2011 to 2012. First season and early success.
Ready for what? Never mind. Hey! T-Rex!
When The Amazing World of Gumball finally premiered in May 2011 with the episode The DVD, fans were immediately hooked. From the very first scene, it was clear that this wasn't just another kids' cartoon. The surreal blend of two-dimensional and three-dimensional animation, layered with real-world photography and absurd humor, made it feel fresh, daring, and unlike anything Cartoon Network had ever produced. The first season packed in 36 episodes that not only introduced us to Gumball, Darwin, Nicole, Richard, and Aeneas, but also built the bizarre town of Elmore into a living, breathing world filled with eccentric characters. Each episode balanced slapstick comedy with sharp satire, making it enjoyable for kids and surprisingly clever for adults. By 2012, the show had already earned a BAFTA for Best Animation, cementing its reputation as a groundbreaking series. With millions of viewers tuning in around the world, The Amazing World of Gumball wasn't just popular, it was quickly becoming a cultural phenomenon, setting the stage for even bigger milestones in the years ahead. 2012 to 2014, redesigns and voice changes. By 2012, The Amazing World of Gumball had already built a strong and loyal fan base, but Season 2 showed just how committed the team was to refining every detail. Subtle design tweaks gave the characters a polished look. Darwin's shading was softened so his body no longer looked like he was wearing clothes. His rounder shape made him more expressive, and Gumball's eyes were smoothed out, helping unify the style of the entire Watterson family. These small artistic changes may have seemed minor at first glance, but they contributed to the series' increasingly recognizable identity. Behind the bright visuals, however, a unique challenge was unfolding. Since the show relied on child actors for authenticity, Logan Grove and Kwesi Boki, the original voices of Gumball and Darwin, began to outgrow their roles as their voices naturally deepened. This created a dilemma. The characters were meant to remain eternal kids, but the actors were aging. By mid-2014, the team made the tough but necessary decision to recast. In the episode The Kids, Jacob Hopkins and Terrell Ransom Jr. officially stepped in as the new voices of Gumball and Darwin. For many fans, it marked the end of an era, as the original voices had become deeply tied to the show's earliest charm. But the transition also highlighted the production's commitment to maintaining the timeless innocence of its main characters. The swap ensured that Gumball and Darwin could keep sounding youthful and energetic, preserving the magic for both longtime viewers and a new generation of fans. 2014 to 2016, peak popularity and movie rumors. By 2015, The Amazing World of Gumball had fully hit its stride and cemented its place as one of Cartoon Network's crown jewels. Season 4 impressed both fans and critics alike, pulling in a remarkable 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The writing grew sharper, balancing absurd comedy with heartfelt storytelling, while the visuals became cleaner and more dynamic than ever. Each episode felt like the show was daring itself to go bigger, weirder, and funnier, proving that Gumball was nowhere near slowing down. It was around this golden era that whispers of a potential movie began to surface. For years, fans had joked about how wild a feature-length version of Elmore could be, but the idea always seemed like wishful thinking. That changed in October 2015, when creator Ben Bockelay casually mentioned in an interview that he'd be interested in making a Gumball film. It wasn't an announcement, just an offhand comment, but it was enough to light a fire under the fandom. Almost overnight, speculation ran wild. Forums, fan pages, and convention Q&As filled with theories about what a Gumball movie could look like. Would it expand the chaotic universe even further? Would it finally answer long-standing mysteries? Or would it just be 90 minutes of surreal fourth-wall-breaking chaos? Whatever the case, Bockelay's casual remark had planted the seed of hope. And for fans, the thought of Gumball leaping from television screens to the big screen became an obsession. That single comment didn't just spark rumors, it set the stage for what many believed could be the show's ultimate evolution, a chance for Gumball to make the biggest, boldest leap of its existence. 2016 to 2018, creator's departure and uncertain future. Season 5 arrived in 2016, but the excitement was bittersweet. Only a week after its premiere, Ben Bockelay announced that Season 6 would be his final contribution to the show. His decision shocked fans. After all, Bockelay had been there since the very beginning, shaping the quirky universe of Elmore. While some hoped the series would survive without him, others feared Gumball could lose its identity. At the same time, new voice actors joined the cast as Jacob Hopkins and Terrell Ransom Jr. aged out of their roles, with Nicholas Cantu and Donald Hansley Jr. stepping in. By 2018, Season 6 was on the horizon, but so was the looming question: could the amazing world of Gumball endure without its creator? 2018, final season and the cliffhanger ending. Season 6 premiered in 2018, bringing yet another round of voice changes but keeping the same chaotic charm. As fans enjoyed the episodes, news broke that this would indeed be the final season of the amazing world of Gumball. With a total of 240 episodes, the series wrapped up on June 19th with a shocking finale. Instead of a resolution, audiences were left with Rob falling into the void and warning of an impending danger, then silence. The lack of closure divided fans. Some saw it as a setup for the long-rumored movie, while others felt abandoned. What was clear, however, was that Elmore's story was far from over in the minds of viewers. 2019 to 2021, miniseries, and movie announcement. After the controversial finale, fans weren't left completely empty-handed. In 2019, Cartoon Network released Darwin's Yearbook, a short 6-episode miniseries where Darwin worked on Elmore Junior High's yearbook. While much of the content recycled past clips, it added just enough new material to keep audiences engaged. A year later, in 2020, another nostalgic project arrived: the Gumball Chronicles. Again, it leaned on classic moments but sprinkled in fresh narration and context. Both specials felt more like memory lane than true continuation, yet they kept the franchise alive while fans eagerly awaited bigger news. Finally, in September 2021, it came. Cartoon Network and HBO Max officially announced The Amazing World of Gumball, the movie, alongside a brand new series. For the first time, the dream of a feature-length Gumball adventure felt real. 2022, Warner Brothers merger and the project on hold. Just when fans thought the long wait was over, disaster struck in 2022. Warner Brothers merged with Discovery, and the shakeup led to the cancellation of dozens of projects. Unfortunately, Gumball's movie and the new series were caught in the crossfire. Despite having been officially greenlit less than a year earlier, both were suddenly shelved. The news crushed fans, many of whom had been waiting since the early days of the show for a proper continuation. While hope seemed lost, small hints on LinkedIn suggested that production might still be quietly alive, with studios like Bobby Pills and Lighting VFX rumored to be attached. Still, nothing was certain, and for a while it felt like Elmore's future had disappeared into the void. 2023 to 2025, the Hulu revival. After nearly 2 years of silence, the future of Gumball finally lit up again. In May of 2025, Hulu surprised fans by releasing a trailer for the wonderfully weird world of Gumball. What was first pitched as a spin-off quickly revealed itself to be the true continuation of the series, essentially Season 7, but with a new home. The show introduced fresh voice actors, Elio Thiel and Hero Hunter, who brought Gumball and Darwin back to life while keeping their core personalities intact. Storylines now reflect modern times more than ever, from AI companions to bizarre apps that transform people into zombies. For many, it felt like Gumball had never left, only evolved. From rough sketches in 2008 to a Hulu revival in 2025, the amazing world of Gumball has shown it can survive anything. With new voices, stories, and the same chaotic heart, Elmore proves timeless. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more wonderfully weird adventures.